Hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about your health, whether you're looking at prevention, whether you're looking at a disease that you may already have or an ailment or some pains in your body, whatever it is. It could be severe, it could be something that's just starting off. I want to talk about relationships. Okay, it doesn't have to be just between a partner. It could be with your family, your siblings, your pets, whatever it is, your career, all your aspects of your life. We look at our life in buckets. We have health, we have our abundance and wealth, we have our career, our business or our jobs, we have our personal growth, and we have our relationships. These are different buckets that we have. Now today, when we look at people who are suffering from diseases, when we look at people who are in toxic relationships, people who are struggling in businesses or jobs that they don't like anymore, okay, do we need more diet plans? Do we need more medicine? Do we need more therapy? Okay, all of this is questionable. All of them play their role. We need therapy, we need nutrition, we need medicine, we need all of these things. But what if most of us have to start using the power of our mind? Most of us, everyone's focusing on resetting. Okay, I have a new term that I want to introduce you today, and that's called reframing. You see, today we're living life where other people's stories are becoming our stories. So that cancer patient knows of 100 different other cancer patients who are not doing too well on chemotherapy, not doing too well on radiation. Now those patients' stories becomes the story for this particular cancer patient. But they fail to see the other stories where there are patients getting through chemotherapy and radiation beautifully, without any problem. The same thing with relationships. Maybe your relationship isn't going too well for you right now. Okay? But now all of the stories that you hear, yeah, love is bad, love is difficult, marriage isn't working, this is bad, men are like this, women are like this. All those stories now start to become your story. It could be completely different. It could be completely different. Love is never a problem. It's the people behind love. Food is never a problem. It's the people behind food. Disease is a problem, but it's your belief of the system. It's the faith at which you take your medicines, with which you take your medicines. Your mind plays a role in everything. Today, most people live in fear and anxiety because other people's stories of fear and anxiety has become yours. But you got to understand, you're a unique individual with a different destiny, a different path. You're a different person. The moment you start to make other people's stories your story, you follow in their footsteps, probably away on a path that you're actually supposed to be on. So now how do we integrate, if we're doing this already? We watch the news and all of a sudden we say there's so much of suffering in the world. Yes, there is, but there's also so much of beauty in the world. But if we're only focused on the suffering, that's what our lives become about. Everyone's story, oh, my child's going to university, there's drugs in university, there's alcohol in university. There's drugs and alcohol even in the place where you are right now. But you're allowing all the stories that you hear of other people and parents to become your story. And now you will operate from a space of fear with your child. You will not operate from a space of trust. You will not operate from a space of love, because fear dictates all your actions. And any action and decision made from a space of fear only affects you. You see other people putting on weight and they're complaining and they're blaming, they're doing extreme diets and all of that stuff. And now all of a sudden their story becomes yours and you blindly start doing extremes that you don't even enjoy. You blindly start giving up foods that make you psychologically sad and deprived because you've made someone else's story yours. You don't know their real story. Maybe they don't need extremes because they have extremes in them. Maybe they don't know self-control. Maybe they have greed. Maybe they eat too much. Maybe they're starving themselves. Maybe they're pumping themselves up with steroids and other stuff. You don't know their true story, but you've chosen to make their story yours. And that's why you never end up getting the results. You spend a lifetime being frantic, a lifetime chasing misery, literally, because you're not being your authentic self. Your story is your story. You write your story. You dream your story. You think your story. Yes, we can look at the outside world for help, mentoring, knowledge, experience. Take what you need. Do not take the story. Take what you need. If it's true that fourth stage cancer is a death sentence, then everyone with fourth stage cancer should die, right? Should die. Is it true? There are thousands of people who are fourth stage living the 15th year of their life as we speak. If everyone with type 2 diabetes needs to be on medication for a lifetime, then everyone should. But how is it that as we speak, there are millions of people who are no longer on diabetic medication because they've made the change and their doctors have removed them off medication? The same thing with thyroid, the same thing with gut issues, the same thing with alopecia, autoimmune conditions, everything. If you have taken someone's story and made it your life, not even the best medication or the best nutrition in the world can help you. You got to define your story. Poor lifestyle made me sick. A change in lifestyle can make me healthy. Let me try that. Instead of believing someone's story and making it your own story. Most people in relationships suffer today because they have made other people suffering their own story. Oh yeah, I'm in this marriage now. Yes, they did tell me not to get married. They did tell me men would be like this. They did tell me women would be like this. They did tell me that love is not worth it. You've just made other people's story yours. You don't know what those people did in their lives to lose that love. You don't know what those people did in their life to have love taken away from them. You don't know that. But you've taken their suffering and story and made it yours. When you make someone else's story yours, it limits you from taking action. It limits you from using your own brain, common sense, and imagination to create what you want. So now while we've understood, oh, I shouldn't set up that business. That business is risky. I shouldn't get into the stock market. The stock market is risky. No, the stock market is not risky. It's the decisions you take that can make your decision risky or not. There are a lot of people making money in the stock market. They invest without greed. They invest with patience. And then you have everyone else who makes a little bit money and now they get greedy. So they start taking out money from all their savings and putting it into the stock market. And all of a sudden they've lost that money. Is the stock market dangerous or was your decision dangerous? So let's move straight into solution mode. And that's where I want to teach you today the power of imagination. I can guarantee you this will change your life. If you learn how to use it, you have the patience, the belief, and the faith to believe it, your life starts to change right now by you using the power of your imagination. What is imagination? Everything that has ever been created has been created first out of imagination. The beautiful house that your architect built for you was first imagined in your mind. You transferred that beautiful thought to your architect. The architect saw that picture in his mind, put it on a blueprint. The engineers took that blueprint. The builders built your house. Everything started with imagination. We all imagine, but we're not patient with it. Everything that's been imagined, the law of gravity. Newton saw the apple fall from the tree. Now, because he chose to use imagination and continue imagination of the apple fell, it didn't go back up. Now, he chose to pursue that imagination. That imagination led to what he now shared with the world, the law of gravity. So you see, all of us imagine, but then fear comes in and we compromise imagination. I teach every one of my patients, while you need medication, while you need nutrition, you need quality sleep, you need to take care of your emotional health, use the power of your imagination. You can imagine the worst and you will get it. You can imagine the best and you may get it. Even if you don't get it, you get nothing out of imagining the worst. So you might as well take all of that energy and, like a bet or a gamble, put it into imagining the best. You have a cancer. You have a disease. Fine, you know it could be serious. You already know the treatments you're going to take, the lifestyle changes you're going to make. Now, how are you going to use your imagination? To move away from imagining the worst to imagining how your body's going to heal you, how your body's going to come together to make you healthy again. Now, there's destiny. You and I are not in control of that. If you are destined to die today, if I am destined to die today, it's going to happen no matter what. But we don't understand destiny. We leave it in the corner and we focus on what we can control. In your business, if you're getting into starting a business, imagining the worst, what you're going to get? The worst. But you can get into a business imagining the best. And in that journey, there will be ups and downs, there will be struggles, there will be negativity. But because you continue to imagine the best, you will be guided through the ups and downs. You will be guided through the struggles. That is how it is. The power of imagination strengthens the subconscious mind. You know today that the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. It doesn't know the difference between a truth and reality. You got to create that by the thoughts that you choose. Your conscious mind has logic. It can decide yes, no, right, wrong, angry, sad. But your subconscious mind is like a sponge. What you feed it is what happens in life. And that is where the power of imagination is a tool, a free tool that every kid, teenager, senior citizen, anyone has the power to use it. All you need is patience. If there is something in your life that you truly desire and you want it, and you keep imagining it every single day, it is going to happen to you, for you, at some point. And if it is not meant for you, believe me, you are going to be protected by it not happening. But we give up because we're trained for instant gratification, pleasure when we want it, food when we want it, pleasure when we want it, and instantly. We have social media, we have television, all of that dulls our senses and takes away our power to imagine. For a couple of days, don't watch TV. Get off social media. You will heighten your sense and sharpen your sense of imagination. And then you daydream or you imagine the life that you want, the health that you want, the love that you want. Don't just say, I want love. You get love and you can get violence at the same time. But you want love the way you want it to be. Nurturing, honest, whatever it is that you want. Whatever it is that you want. You desire truly and imagine. You create the imagination of what love is for you. People are too busy blocking love out of their life because they're imagining the worst, because they've absorbed someone else's sad story of their love life. Someone else's love life doesn't have to be yours. Someone else's bad health or recovery doesn't have to be yours. Yours can be completely different. But when you absorb the stories of other people, you've dulled your ability to imagine, which is one of the most powerful tools. How is it that young children can beautifully imagine fairies and pixies and goblins and gremlins and aliens and all of that stuff, and they can create beautiful, beautiful stories out of innocence that are happy? The power of imagination. Until their group of friends or the parents rob them of that imagination by interfering with them and saying, oh, that's not true, putting all the rules and the layers. You let kids imagine the way they want to imagine. You don't have the right to rob them of their imagination. You don't have an imagination of your own, and you're trying to rob a child of their imagination. If they want to imagine aliens, let them imagine aliens. If they want to imagine that Santa Claus is true, what's your problem? What's your problem? You should be worrying about more important things than robbing your child of their imagination. There's nothing wrong with a young girl or a boy or even a middle-aged or a senior guy or a girl imagining that they can find love in their life at the age of 50 and 60. They will find it. It doesn't stop a 50-year-old imagining that they can start studying today. They can build a business. They can build a practice at the age of 50. They will build it if they imagine it. So you see, you allow society, you allow social media, you allow people around you to rob you of your imagination and dreams. And that's how you start to absorb the stories of everyone else in life. And then that determines how you live your life and how you feel every single day. So many people out there, they have everything and more, but yet they feel empty and sad. They're living someone else's story. They can't enjoy what they have. The power of imagination. Today, your job is to reflect on how many stories you've absorbed that blocks you of what you deserve, whether it's love, whether it's abundance, whether it's better health. So you have a cancer, your body's trying to heal you, but you've energetically blocked all healing because you've already decided in the subconscious mind, oh, I'm going to die, oh, this is going to happen, oh, that's going to happen. What I'm giving you is not false hope. What I'm giving you is hope. Real hope, because you don't know how your imagination is going to work for you, but you also get nothing out of imagining the worst. In fact, you manifest it. What you imagine will come to you. The good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly of life will come to you based on the power of your imagination. So today we all sit down to start imagining. Now, where most people fail, they stop too soon. Oh, I'm not getting results. Oh, I don't believe in this. You're not going to get it. You got to wake up every single day and imagine how you want your day to be, how you want your life to be, how you want that sick child to heal, how you want your body to heal, how you want love to be in your life, how you want to receive love. Because most people are just sitting and waiting for love to come. Most people are just sitting and expecting love to come because I did this, I do that. Love doesn't come as an expectation. Sometimes love, the act of receiving, is also love. But so many people are blocked receiving because they've absorbed stories of other people. Oh, that guy is flattering you. That girl is just giving you stuff and whatever. Be careful. They put all these warnings in your head. Well, you blocked an act of love, which is receiving. You blocked an act of receiving great health because you've energetically blocked it with all the negativity of other people's stories that you now imagine. Imagination is one of the most powerful tools, free of cost. All it takes you to do is sit down, clear head, sharpen those senses by getting off social media for a while, not watching TV for a while, listening to music that doesn't have lyrics, classical beats, EDM if you want, and now you sit down and you imagine. I support daydreaming. I support daydreaming because daydreaming is a very, very powerful way of imagination. Of course, don't daydream when you're driving a car or something like that. I support every kid in class who has to be like brought up by the teacher or scolded by the teacher to stop daydreaming. They're sharpening their sense of imagination, and that's a beautiful thing. You want to be a sheep with sheep mentality and herd mentality, you'll never imagine and you'll never dream. But for everyone who's out there creating the life that they want, defining the life that they want to live, use the power of imagination. And that's how today you can change your health, your relationships, the abundance that you allow in your life, your financial wealth, everything by working on one thing first: imagination. We all know people who are slogging it and grinding and hustling and still frustrated because they put in so much effort, but they're not getting it. Getting what you want in life is effortless with effort, which means you put in the right amount of effort, but then you imagine and believe it's coming to you. And that is the law of effortlessness. You do the work, surrender, because you believe that those seeds that you've planted are going to grow. Some seeds will grow, some won't. And that's how life is. So don't think that everything you imagine and visualize you're going to get. You're going to get the things that you deserve and that are meant for you. And believe me, the things that you don't are probably one day you'll wake up and realize, I'm so happy that didn't happen. Use the power of your imagination to change. Yeah, nutrition is important. Meditation is important. Exercise is important. Sleep is important. Allopathy is important. Everything is important. The most important tool is your imagination, because you can make medicine work or fail. You can make nutrition work or fail. You can take that 1 hour of meditation and it could be just 1 hour of your day. Or you could use the essence of that 1 hour to slip into the balanced 23 hours in your day. That is your choice. Daydream, imagine, and surrender. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.